Hi, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything eBay related and more. For you, the beginner, this could be tips and tricks, drop shipping, retail arbitrage, selling things around the home, reselling, eBay flipping, just to get you going and getting up to speed. Talking about everything to do with costing. And this is very, very important when it talks about costing. And I think there's a lot of people who haven't really spoke about this, and this is where a lot of people do get it wrong. So we're going to be covering some pretty good points here when it comes down to the cost of your particular goods that you're going to try to dropship on eBay. If you haven't done so already, worked out the cost of each particular item that's going to be sold and what's your return on investment. This is a very important step that you can understand before getting into dropshipping and even choosing the product itself. How much profit do you really want to make? And I can just tell you, and I'll just, and I'm very, very honest today. I've made from one sell anywhere to £100 in profit. It can be done. But it doesn't mean that you also got to sell high particular items. And this is where it will probably get mixed up into this whole transactional things that we've got to try to make more money. We've got to sell high items. Now, if you don't understand this very, very carefully, sit down and think about this. What is the reason why someone's going to pay more money? Now, you'll be very, very surprised in what goes on here when it comes down to this platform. I'm going to give you a tip here. I think what this is wider now, and I've not seen any or heard of anybody talk about this. Probably they don't know and they don't realize what the secret is behind what goes on. If you listen to this right now, it goes like this. You don't know what you don't know. Majority of people come online, they don't know, or they have done no research whatsoever to find out if this item can be purchased somewhere else. So this is where you can actually make lots of money because you're what we call leveraging the power of a person who hasn't done the necessary research. So this is how you can cost this through the roof. Yeah, majority of people do fall for these cracks when it comes down to any sort of things, because this is what our idea is. Your objective is, if you listen to some of the actual other videos I've done here in the podcast, is that your objective is to buy low and sell high. And this is what people do. Yeah, because of they leverage and they actually tap into the ability of people who don't go out and research. So when it comes down to costings and they come down to eBay, some of the key points that you've got to think about is this. One, the category that you're selling. eBay has numerous categories. When I mean to categories, the particular groups where you can sell items. And take example, you've got furniture, you've got film, you've got used, you've got antiques, your cars. Now they all have a different price bracket, and this is a percentage the eBay will take from particular. Some are higher than others, some are lower than others. And this is, a strategy I put in. I just think to myself, okay, if they're taking a percentage, what particular category can I sell in and take advantage of that particular thing? Yours may differ. And when we're talking about pricing here, bear that in mind. So you've got to do a quick calculation to say how much profit that you'll make. Also, stage 2, the shipping cost. The shipping cost of the item that you're selling. So strategy again, a lot of people don't tell you about it. Some particular items can be very, very small. Shipping costs will be low. So if you've got a large shipping costs, it will be very, very expensive. Now it's the size itself. Just to let you know, so you can bet, you can have a price calculator to work all this out. So you've got to shut your categories. You also got the shipping costs. It's going to be anywhere from about under £10, depending on the size of the item. So all these things you can put into place and obviously factor that in. Some people do free shipping because it's factored into the cost. When it comes to drop shipping or even selling items, it doesn't really matter. But the more important is to see, get this calculated before you start listing items and putting it in the price. Have a gauge on what you want to do first, because this is the important part if you really want to make even money. And finally, there will be obviously the eBay fees when it comes to eBay fees. You've got to factor that in they have some fees based on what the item is, and they put it in. It's at present, I do believe, again, they have the category fee or something else, depending on what level you are on. Yeah, and they take another 30p on particular transactions itself. So this all adds up. And if you really want to do it, again, to make it very, very quickly, we did a 14% any sort of item add it on top, cover all these particular fees that you have as well, depending what platform you're using. As you know, you've got to factor it in. This is a strategy in itself. I think sit down, think about it very carefully before you list. How much profit do you really want to make, and what do you want to play around with? What's the risk you're going to take? You can make a nice little bit of change if you want to do the £1 and things like that. I mean, I don't really do those sort of things. I have a particular strategy, minimum of £25 profit. How has it been done? All different types of ways you can do it, and that's something, it can be done. Literally, you don't have to sell something that is more than £100 to get a £25 profit. I'm telling you that it's quite amazing and what can be sold in the ways that things get done. But more importantly, I would say, if you shop around, there is lots happening out there, and you can take full advantage of particular types of January sales, which are happening right now, where again, large stores are actually getting rid of lots of stuffs. Now, on top of that, there are some stores actually liquidating picture items because of the time we're in right at the moment. So you can take full advantage of these types of things as well. So just to recap, the cost of items, the category that you can shop in eBay, your shipping costs, if you do have any shipping costs, that's a factor, and also eBay fees on any sort of transactional fees that may be in a process, about ballpark around 14% on top of what you're trying to sell. That could be a situation that can cover most of the things that you've got. So think about it very, very carefully. If you like information that we're providing, why not comment below? Have your say, share your opinion, even solve some of the problems that you may be facing along the way. Like and subscribe to the channel to get exclusive updates on when things change on eBay and very more. That's it for now. Check out all the other videos that you may have missed here on this channel.